In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys the best new sniping filters here in NBA 2K23 My Team. I've got some good filters lined up here with the brand new Kobe packs that just went ahead and dropped. And before we get into it, make sure to go ahead and leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel. I post My Team videos every single day. And as you guys know, these endgame Kobe packs just dropped today. There's going to be 4 new Invincibles and 4 new endgames that are all snipeable. And let me go ahead and show you guys some of the best filters that we can go ahead and use today. So the first filter here is going to be straight up dark matter cheapest, which if you guys didn't know did change today because of these packs, and it's basically at the lowest that it's ever been at. Dark matter cheapest is basically sitting at $39.50 now, because if you look here at 4K, they are not selling anymore at 4,000 MT. So as a result, you have to be putting up your dark matters at $39.50. So to guarantee yourself some profit, just go over here to the maximum buyout and set it to about 3,300 MT, and any dark matter in the game at 3,300 or cheaper is guaranteed to make you profit. Now I will say, this is going to be a tough filter to go ahead and get some snipes on right now, just because of the fact that, well, actually, no, you're going to see a lot of snipes, but the fact that it's at 3,300 is going to make it a little bit harder, but you're definitely going to see a lot of snipes on this filter today because of the new packs. People are going to be throwing up cards on here all the time, so just sit on dark matter max buyout 3K, or 3.3K or 3K if you want more profit, and you will see some snipes, but again, it is a lot cheaper than it's ever been before. But with that being said, let me go ahead and move into the next filter. So for the next filter here, we're going to go over here to the theme and set it to Invincible. And for this filter, we're going to be using Invincible cheapest. So to set this up, you're going to find the cheapest Invincible currently in the auction house, which as you can see, Grant Hill looks like he is. Wow, I didn't realize he was that bad. I thought it was still Curry. So it looks like he's going for around 35K. But let's check the exact price so that we have this filter set up exactly perfectly to make guaranteed profit off of it. So let's see here. Nope, it's actually going to be more than 35K. It's probably going to be around 37K, right? Yeah, at about 36K, it looks like that is where the cheapest Invincible is going to be selling at, and it's going to be Grant Hill, but we're going to even assume that it's 35K, and we're going to drop the max buyout here to guarantee ourselves at least a couple thousand MT profit to 30,000 MT and have it on Invincible. Any Invincible in the game, including Grant Hill at 30K and less, is guaranteed to make you profit. Now, the thing about this filter that makes it so good is the fact that, yes, you can see a Grant Hill and get a couple thousand profit, but you can also get very lucky and see other cards on this filter, like a LeBron or like a Lamar Odom that just dropped today, or anybody at all that is listed up for 30K and less, and you can go ahead and snipe them on this filter. So there's so many possible pop-ups, and some of them can make you hundreds of thousands of profit if you're very, very lucky. But with that being said, let's go ahead and move into the next filter. So the next filter here is obviously going to be a very obvious filter, but I need to show you something that is not so obvious about this filter, and that's going to be the endgame filter. If you guys didn't know, D-Wade is no longer a snipe on this filter, which is insane. There's actually officially an end game that will not make you profit anymore. As you can see here, it looks like he's about to end around 105,000 MT, and if you guys didn't know, the card has to go for at least 110K for you to go ahead and profit, and if it goes for less than that, then you don't profit because of the tax. So as you can see with this D-Wade, it's about to end here, and it ends at about 110K on the dot, which means that guy profited 100 MT if he did snipe it for 100K. So with that being said, every endgame is a snipe at 100K except for Dwayne Wade. So on this filter, do not snipe Dwayne Wade. A lot of people are going to make that mistake today, except for the people that are OGs and are watching this video right here. So just go endgame minimum buyout 500 and make sure you don't make that mistake that I guarantee a ton of people will make today and lose MT off of. Just go endgame minimum 500 and don't snipe D-Wade. Snipe anybody else, including anybody. But with that being said, let's move into the next filter. So for the next filter here, we're going to go over to the theme, and we're going to set it to Invincible. Then we're going to go over here to the position and set it to small forward. Then we're going to go over here to the minimum bid and set it to 100,000 MT. And here are some of the cards that will be on this filter. You're going to be able to see Invincible LeBron, who's still a snipe. Kawhi, who is still a snipe. Carmelo is not, so don't snipe Carmelo. You'll be able to see Jason Tatum, who is still a snipe. Larry Bird, who is still a snipe. And then one of the biggest ones, and don't snipe Pippen. And one of the biggest ones is going to be this new Lamar Odom, which currently at the time of me filming this video, as you can see, is a snipe, but check to make sure that's still the case before you just buy him without making sure. Just put the minimum buyout on 500 here, and as you can see, there is going to be a scroll, but between these two cards is where the 4-hour mark is, so that's where you're going to go ahead and snipe at, and just keep refreshing, scroll down to this right here, and just press X on it, like that, and then if it's a card that's a snipe, you can snipe it. If it's not, then obviously just back out and refresh it again. This is the best method to go ahead and snipe the new Lamar Odom or sniping LeBron. Like, the reason why I think this filter is better than just doing the Lamar Odom straight up filter is because of the fact that you can also see LeBron, Bird, Tatum, a bunch of other cards on this filter that you can possibly also go ahead and snipe. So I think this is a really good and underrated filter. Go ahead and give it a shot, y'all. But with that being said, let's move into the next filter. So the next filter here is going to be a very similar thing, and it's going to be for point guard, but I want to see, actually, I want to check what position. So the Manu is a shooting guard, but I don't think he's going to be a snipe. I'm not going to lie. The Boss is a power forward. He probably won't be a snipe either. What other Invincible dropped today can we see? It's D Rose. I doubt he's going to be a snipe, to be honest. So I don't think there's any other ones for Invincibles. I think that one that I just showed you is probably the best Invincible filter you can use. That and Invincible Cheapest, which I showed earlier in the video. If you forget, go ahead and rewind and watch that. I think those are the two of the best filters you can use all around today, and they're definitely two of the best Invincible filters. But with that being said, let's try something else out here. So if we go over here to the theme and set it to Invincible, and then go over to the conference and set it to West, and then go over to the minimum bid and set it to 100K, and then go over to the minimum buyout and set it to 500. What is that scroll looking like? It's actually not that bad. Yes, it looks like there actually is a pretty big scroll, but trust me, it's pretty uncontested, so it could be decent, but I think it's too high of a scroll. But you could use a filter like this and just buy out Manu Ginobili and enable him out, and then you'd basically have a normal scroll on here if you just enabled out Manu Ginobili. And the reason why you would use a filter like this is you'd be able to see Invincible Kobe, who would be a snipe, Invincible Shaq, who would be a snipe, Kawhi is a snipe. You'd also be able to see who else. Who else would be a snipe? AD isn't a snipe, I don't think, anymore. Lamar Odom would, of course, be a snipe as well. And as we keep scrolling here, I'm just trying to see if there's anybody else that is a snipe on this filter. Maybe West isn't that good. Because, again, it looks like there's only actually a couple cards that are snipes. Magic's not a snipe. Jalen Williams is not a snipe. Let's take a look at what East would look like. So for East, you'd be able to snipe LaMelo, who is a snipe. LeBron is a snipe. MJ's a snipe. T-Max is a snipe. Cade, I think, is a snipe, but don't quote me on that. Tatum looks like a snipe. Bird's a snipe. So actually, this one's probably better. Giannis is a snipe. East is probably better. T-Max is a snipe. Go Invincible East. Minimum bid 100K. Minimum buyout 500. And as you can see here, you're going to have to scroll, and it looks like, yeah, Bosch already is a buy now, and so is D Rose. But as you scroll on this, you can either buy out Bosch and D Rose, and this filter would be much, much better, or you can just sit here and scroll for a year down to the 4-hour mark, and it's going to be pretty uncontested, so you would actually have a chance of sniping a card. But with all that being said, if you guys did make it this far into the video, comment the word Rose for Derrick Rose, or comment a Rose emoji, and I will like and reply to every single comment that either says Rose or comments a Rose emoji. So again, go ahead and do that. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to go ahead and leave a like and sub up to the channel. I post every single day, so make sure y'all are subbed up, and I'm out of here, y'all. Peace out.